donuts today. Frangs chocolate donuts. What was fast? Oh yeah. Alright guys. We gotta move with a hustle today, because if we're gonna review all these items and beat GTA Vice City, we can't play around, so we're gonna be going from the next video to the next pretty quickly. Now the new length minimum for food videos, sorry about you folks, is gonna be 15 minutes. So they can go longer than 15 minutes, but ideally they will not be shorter than 15 minutes. Not until they're edited down and re-uploaded. Alright, so if you've never had these donuts, they're a chocolatey glazed cake donut. Go ahead and break this in half. Now it's got a yellow vanilla white cake inside. Traditional, donut batter. So the chocolate's nice and sweet and smooth and silky. So it's a decent chocolate. The cake is moist. For an over-the-counter donut, these are pretty good. So these donuts are about $2.99, $3.99 for a 6-pack, depending on the store. Now you can get these at most grocery stores here. I can get them at Safeway, Winco, or Walmart. Frangs is a pretty well-known brand at this point. Who owns Frangs? Frangs Bakery. Frangs Bakery. Portland, Oregon? Huh. I did not know this company was out of Portland, Oregon. Yep. Baked and produced in Portland, Oregon. That's crazy. No wonder they're in all the stores here. Frangs chocolate donuts. You kind of look like a turd. I'll tell you what, they're pretty damn tasty. Oh. For an over-the-counter grocery store, like not from the bakery section, but just like over-the-counter shelves donuts, these are probably my favorite ones. I would give these like a solid what would be like a solid honest? I give them like a 7 to 8 out of 10. You know, they're pretty good. I like them. And it's the only one I regularly buy. I don't really buy donuts that aren't from the bakery often, but when I do, they're always Frangs, and they're either the powdered raspberry filled donuts or these chocolate ones. If you have Frangs available at your grocery store, I recommend you give them at least a try. Whew, excuse me. That was loud. Holy hell. Hello, Mr. Funbot. Frank's chocolate donuts. Have you ever had them? Definitely, in my opinion, the best over-the-counter available at most grocery store outlets, at least over here, brand. Where's my thing for my light? I know where it is, I forgot. How's everybody? I love Krispy Kreme. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bakery donuts are better than over-the-counter shelf donuts. But if you don't have them available to where you're at, or they're not, there's none in the store when you go. I mean, these for $3, these aren't bad. You know, your kids aren't gonna complain if you have these on the counter. And fresh donuts hold up for a day. These hold up for like 2 weeks. So, there is that. Sometimes you also got to consider shelf stabilization. I mean, freshly baked donuts are only going to last you a day, 2 tops. And the second day, you got to throw them in the microwave or toaster oven or air fryer. Otherwise, they're hard. Okay, they're Funbot. I mean, you can't beat a freshly baked donut, but unfortunately, if you try to eat that freshly baked donut the next day, you need to throw it in the microwave, air fryer, or toaster oven. Otherwise, you're gonna have a rock of a donut. But these, you get them today. You eat 1 or 2 donuts. You want a donut in the morning, you can have one. You want the donut the next day, you can have one. You want another donut the next day? Guess what? You'll be able to have one, and it's still not going to be rock hard. So you could buy these, have a donut for 6 days straight, every morning. You couldn't do that at the grocery store. Is the donut going to be better? Yeah, but you got to go to the store, Get a fresh donut every day, because if you get 6 donuts at the grocery store, if you don't eat them within 2 days, they're bad. So you end up eating way more donuts than you should. So at least in this, it's better portion control. Does anyone have a favorite donut place? Growing up, there was this place called Mary Lou's Donuts, and that was my favorite donut place in town. They did homemade donuts, and their bakery was right across the street from the comic book store. In the shadows. In the shadows. I didn't realize just how much. Okay, so that's really just my hat. Okay. Well, I had no clue how much light the hat actually blocked off on my face. Interesting. One last time, guys. They're called Frangs chocolate donuts, made here in Portland, Oregon. I give them, on the donut scale, I'll give them a 6 to 7. They're not like a freshly baked donut. But on an over-a-counter donut scale, I'm going to give them a 10. I don't know any donut that's better than these that you can get at Walgreens, Walmart, Safeway for $3. So, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to see me play video games or participate in playing video games with me, I have a game channel called I'm Turtle Ninja. If you subscribe to this channel over here in the pinned, you can either play Fortnite, Call of Duty, Apex, a few other dozen games with me, or you can watch me play games. So subscribe over there if you want to participate in all of that. I also do comedy bits and shorts over there as well, so it's not all about video games. I'm very confused. I don't know what's with the pencils and the pens there, Mr. Funbot. I don't understand what that is. Has anybody ever had these before? Last time asking, last time showing. Frangs chocolate donuts. If you don't think that doesn't look like a circular turd, I don't know what to tell you, because I love these things, but I swear it looks like a poop. Don't forget to like and subscribe and come back for more. $3 for a 6-pack means 50 cents a donut. Means 50 cents a day on having a donut you like for a whole week rather than having to go to the grocery store and get them every day. They're not the best, but they beat the worst. But I do think they're the best over-the-counter donut. Not from a bakery. So give them a try if you haven't already. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. And subscribe to the game channel provided in the pinned message. If you haven't already. Until next time, Crazy Cow out. Felt a little repetitive. Getting a little repetitive there, Turtle.